This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Táisibh the Gaelin, your favourite bilingual podcast with Ciarán, Cian and Cathal is a rasharísh.
Exploring the worst, weird and wonderful of Gná Haí an Tail.
Na rudí is massa is ashtí agus is aintí of life as we know it.
Putting the gay in Gaelga gach seachtain.
Meet your new gay besties.
Díomh agus fáilte as hi Gaelin, lumsa Cathal.
I'm Cian.
Agus Ciarán.
That was brilliant.
We're getting so good at this.
5 stars. How are we, lads?
I'm
One is a sore ankle. What's wrong with
Honestly,
you?
like I got me with the days when you could just roll your ankle in training and you would be like grand a couple of days later. Now I get up in the morning and I'm like hobbled, like I was at the getting the ride of my life into the bathroom this morning. I was like, God, this is a
Well,
nightmare.
Tom Green and taitneamh them luckily I knew and like rug me on show. And like I was like, this service is excellent. Dublin bikes.
Yes. Oh my God. Are we doing a bit of spon
No, we're
Dublin
not.
bikes? No.
And all of them are.
Cian has beef with all the bike suppliers
that's
in
what
I
Locklear.
have beef
so.
with Bleeper.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oh, beef with Bleeper.
Yeah.
I like that.
But like
And they-
Leisure House, like I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
It cost me like a $5 for a 2-day pass or something.
That is extortion.
A fire.
It's
Would
like €20 for a month.
Well,
You
I
should
just
get-
need it for
Can you not
today
just
and
do a
tomorrow.
single journey thing? No?
That's even more expensive.
Yeah.
Is it?
I just was like, this is great. I can get
I
over
love
here
cycling,
in
yeah.
6 minutes.
I need to get into it. I need to get into my cycling area for getting around, but I'm just so afraid. First of all, I think like being me on a bike is going to be an ick, and then number
It
two,
is, yeah.
like I just the fear of getting like mowed down on my prime on like because I don't want to wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
know?
put my story, Rory Cooper and he was like, adults who don't wear helmets, like you're losers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
He did a big rant and I was like, oh my God, so valid and so
Yeah.
fair, but you will not catch me in a helmet.
That's the thing. It's like I just don't want to arrive.
It's because I always use the rental bikes and they don't come with helmets.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of like
so I
the
have to carry one.
Yeah, Erogla and Hogla, like for fear that you might fall, but are you gonna? 9 times out of 10, probably not.
Like,
But
there's maybe a 1%.
But the one time you do, you're probably going to die if you're not wearing a helmet.
Yeah, there's a 1% chance you'll be hit by a bus, but there's a 100% chance your hair will be ruined if you wear a helmet.
Sinead, good
And
deal.
I can't argue with those numbers.
anything else going on in your lives, Noam?
We went for dinner on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Oh, there's actually ways though. We were meant to go to Crewe on Capel Street.
Oh yes.
And Cian got there first. Well, he thought he got there first. And I was walking up Capel Street and he was sitting outside All Bar Chicken. And I was like, where the fuck? He was like, I'm looking at the menu. It's really nice. He was sitting outside All Bar Chicken looking at the Crewe menu on his phone. Thinking like, this is fab. He was like, yeah, it doesn't look too busy. I was like, that's because you're looking at the wrong restaurant.
And we ended up going to All Bar Chicken because Crew was full.
Yeah, it was full. We had to come back. And then one thing I will say about
I
All
felt
Bar
so
Chicken.
sick
I'm
afterwards.
actually like Blasta, yeah.
Yeah, fishy class.
But the portion size
Were massive.
Like,
Massive.
I mean,
and I
two
ate all of
big
mine and
bitches.
half a Collins.
yeah. But it's like you get, I think like the chicken tenders are like
they were
maybe €12
gorgeous.
or something. But you get like 8 of them. And I was like,
come on.
Truffle
yeah.
fries, delish.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
sweet
delish.
potato fries, delish.
Mozzarella
Those mozzarella
sticks.
sticks.
Oh, and a
class.
whipped
We did a taster menu.
Like Michelin star, hello.
But like after this, we're locking in because
Yeah,
we're to go to Hoopla next month. So
Summer bods
yeah,
incoming.
yeah. At the moment, my summer bod is going to be sponsored by mozzarella sticks. Like,
Yeah, Hoopla's very close. But I did go for a run both days this weekend and a gym session both days this weekend. So I'm actually
You're like,
grished.
oh yeah, you were wasting away. You're
Yeah.
fading away.
I actually can't see you. And
He
you.
has a baggy hoodie on today, so we don't start getting worried about him.
Well, if you missed literally on Shop to Chicago, I went to see Michael Jackson. Well, the Michael Jackson biopic.
Oh yeah,
It's like a 3 out of 5.
is it? Only a 3.
Well,
Out of
like,
5.
you know,
Is
how
it good or
only
bad?
like Eros, like the
Wait,
song.
3 out of 5 good or bad to you?
Like it's 6 out of 10. So like,
Okay, yeah. But 3 out of 5 seems higher than 6 out of 10.
20.
Yeah, literally.
go again.
Um,
The levers are mats. Come on. No, yeah, like the music is dense cut. Like it's class. You're kind
Yeah.
of dancing in your seat. But like, I didn't know he had an accident with like a fire thing.
Oh
fire-
yeah, before he filmed the when he was doing the
Pepsi
trailer album,
cut.
the Pepsi
Yeah, I think
commercial.
most
yeah.
of the spotlight is on him being a kiddie fiddler, so you probably missed the.
No, it finishes at 1988 in the
yeah,
bad
no,
tour.
way before the whole.
But that's
Rope is
Is
apparently
he confirmed kiddie fiddling?
I think it was confirmed that he didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
Redacted, Your Honour.
Yeah,
But it shows him having this accident, and then he obviously that's how he got onto pain medication, got addicted to that, and which
Yeah.
ultimately killed him and stuff like that. But yeah, like the music's class,
Yeah.
and the early days of him being a child is kind of interesting.
He had a hard out life, I feel.
God, I did not realize that was like. I was like in my head, he's cancelled. I was like, I couldn't even. Wow, okay.
Well,
I think the jury's kind of out on the whole situation.
Like there's no official judgment, but like it's so funny. Janet Jackson, his sister, doesn't appear in the film because she was like, like me malame, like I don't want that.
And she is like arguably like in terms of record sales and influence on the music industry and stuff, she's just as big.
Yeah.
No, she's not bigger, but she'd be just as big. And it's something that I don't know.
Alexa, play If I Was a Man by Taylor Swift.
She's the next one down.
100%. Oh, in the Jackson family,
I say she doesn't need the movie. That's probably
but like she, like her big like breakdown in her career was the whole Super Bowl thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I think it was 2004 when Justin Timberlake pulled her tit out, and like that literally ended her career overnight.
Her
career. Like she was like on the rise, like had sold like 100 million records.
Did she not have
like,
a nice tit? Why would that record?
No, because like America, like they saw a tit and they lost their minds.
Yeah,
because like the NFL.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, it was like an outfit malfunction, and I didn't fell out.
Dare I say drama?
Yeah. But I'm sorry, a little bit of Janet Jackson, all for you.
I love,
like,
and there are times when I look good.
Banger.
You know,
yeah.
Banger after banger.
And the video of her, remember when she did the song with Michael Jackson Scream, like the black and white video? I remember watching that video when I was a kid and trying to do like do all the dance moves and stuff in it. Do you know the one where they drop down to their knees and come back up?
Yeah.
I had that down.
But like near Kunamad's like
Next did
Smooth
that, your knees
Criminal,
would explode.
Black or White. Like we didn't hear loads of bangers. So
they're all 90s.
Yeah, I heard there's a sequel possibly in the making. So keep an eye out.
Oh my God,
for
I wonder who's going to play Macaulay Culkin.
I'm a real boy. Right, lads, Cian Connor over the shocks a raw. We've all been part of it. The thing we love to hate and hate to love. You ain't my mother. Yes, I am. You come in. I'm shocked that Joe Ben playing the ruddiest massa is actually agus is inti fui drama. Ach ní goni a bhíonn sé go maith. So it's not always fun. But we want to know your worst stories, first of all. So slide into our DMs or get in with the gaelinpodcast@gmail.com. Free drama, all that.
Full government names only.
Yeah, well, be anonymous if you want. But yeah, as I say, we're kicking off with Narodi is Massa. Cian led the hull in his thumb. On Dinner's wrong with who?
I like no matter what I say, you're gonna. I would say no.
Well,
You're not dramatic.
I just asked a question.
I think I'm in touch with my emotions, and so many people aren't, that they perceive me as wearing my emotions on my sleeve as being dramatic. But if you have a problem with someone, why wouldn't you let them know? No, but honestly,
I think that's a good way to be.
Irish people are so drama averse, but when they say drama averse, they mean like they'll pretend everything's fine even if they're erbuilla.
Yeah, I think some people are like conflict averse, aren't they? That they're like, they'd rather just not have the conversation, or they'll say that they don't, like everyone says they don't like drama, but then they'll go and text 10 people about it instead of just having the row with the person.
Exactly.
You know?
So I would not say I'm dramatic. I would say I'm just...
you love it out, like,
yeah,
like we
like,
all do. Love it out, like bit of scandal.
No, I love drama and I love
yeah.
scandal, but I don't think I'm a dramatic person. But I know.
I think
pop off in the comment section.
You'd rather say something to someone than keep it, than like hold it all in.
Correct.
Like it's not confrontational. It's just like,
can we just? I think that is what people consider.
People perceive it as confrontational.
Like Cian's given out, like he's been so dramatic, even though there's other people that think the same that are equally annoyed.
Yeah, I think sometimes you get tired with a brush. It happens to me as well. That just because if you're honest and upfront about stuff, people just equate that with being dramatic all the time. And it's like, no, I just would rather have the issue that I have with you instead of having it with 10 other people and not saying it to your face. So I would agree. We are no stranger to an argument on this podcast.
I'm actually kind of like, we should not be telling the story. We should save this for like the live show or the bonus episode. But
we should, but I think it's like it's a
we're running out of content.
Yeah, Cian is staring at Rev Tridagut.
Well, I'm going to say,
come on.
We're Grish Savala. So fasten your seatbelts because I've got a good one for you. Okay, so
to do Jack Keating.
This is back in October, kind of during the final stages of planning the Gaelian launch, right? So we were kind of getting everything up and ready, and you know, like Darno Evie Mary Gober and pod for like a year and get. So myself and Cian were working on the pod for definitely from the start of 2025, probably the end of 2024.
And I was working on it from 2023.
Right. And Cathal joined a little bit later on. So me and Cian had been quite close to her for a while. And you know yourself, when you're working on something really hard, we really had spent a lot of time baking the concept, figuring out what we wanted. Vimer like on Ganohak, like we were really worked really hard and we were really busy. Vimer, like I'd say Verch free brew. Like we were stressed a little bit. We were kind of, it got saying too, if we kind of like everything I'd say that launch week, like but it got stupid, like little things, stupid stuff.
Like it was,
Yeah, we were busy, we were stressed, we wanted it to go perfect, stupid stuff, right? So Arenos, Heol on pod air on KD, and we released it on the Wednesday. I think it was the 15th of October was the very, very first episode, right?
25th, yeah, 15th
Yeah.
or 25th.
Agus an Ládar Gion, Coga on down a car. It's the best way I can describe it, right? So if he came in London, Agus Vias, this is gas, sorry. So came in London, and Vias Vialach con Suharacht, I should say, a massage. So I was going for a nice little relaxing massage.
And I was off my stress at work in London.
Yeah. You were, was that at that point you'd realised that work had forgotten to book your flights home?
It was just a disaster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's Cathal.
He couldn't get flights and he couldn't get, and we were due to be recording the next day, so he couldn't get home, right? And it kicked off.
Also, I was in England. Like, what a
yeah,
like,
he was already in a bad humor.
Yeah,
So we had been kind of up to that week. We'd been disagreeing about stupid things like the color of something, or the this font, or where this to go, or when this bullshit stuff that really doesn't matter, right? And it kicked off, and we're literally baiting each other via text, right? So he was trying to get home, and I had to go into this feckin' massage and have someone touch me and relax me while I was like, all I wanted to do was argue via text, right? And then we had a recording the next day, right?
Oh, isn't he of his like
you had no. I was like, we were like, don't tell the child. It was like, don't fight.
Why are mommy and daddy fighting?
Yeah, mommy and daddy were fighting, and we weren't telling the baby, right? So this is the best part, and I think this really, for me, sums up mine and Kane's relationship so well, right? We decided, right, schedule Liamer on Achran for a Saturday. So we scheduled a row for Saturday because we knew that we were
We're like, we need to record and we need to be on form.
right. We knew
show
that
must go
this was going to be
on.
the second episode of the podcast that was going out. We'd done the launch. We knew the launch post, the pre-launch post had done really, really well, and we knew. I think it was something hookups or something. It wasn't dating. Yeah. So we'd known that the first episode had done well because the launch posts had done really well and people were really excited, and we knew we were kind of riding a little bit of a wave.
And actually we'd gotten a message from Hillary in Head Stuff being like, we want you for season 2 to sign with us.
Like we knew that we were coming to Head Stuff for season 2 before we'd launched season 1. So we were like, it was going well. We were scared to meet. So there was a lot of good things happening, but then we were just taking lumps at each other. But so we decided, right, we had to kill the episode on Friday. And we scheduled the row for Saturday, but then we absolutely smashed Friday. So Friday went like so well. I don't know why, even though when we came in, you probably didn't notice, me and him just did not speak. He came into we used to record in my living room, and we did not fucking speak, right? In between takes or in between the cuts, right? And then, but when the minute the cameras were rolling and the lights were on, we were right, killing it, right? But by the time we came
Hollywood, baby.
Absolutely.
I know.
Right? But the next day,
That's
then we
showbiz.
scheduled to go for coffee, and he came and met me. We went to Coffee Angel over in the docks, right?
Oh, yeah.
And by that stage that he had gone out of it, and we were like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean this either. I was like, it couldn't have changed. Where like 48 hours beforehand, I was like, I'm going to kill that cunt. But it was so funny just how...
Jay, you'd be surprised. I'd say there's loads of like podcasting duos and trios that like kill each other behind the scenes that you wouldn't even realise.
Let us know in the comments. But it was just really funny, and I think it goes to show you that, particularly with something like this, people think, that we get on really well and we're best friends all the time, and we are. But you do have your rows and your arguments. We spend a lot of time together. Like, we record a podcast together. We're best friends. We play football together.
Yeah.
We spend a huge amount of...
We make
football
together.
But, you do spend a lot... Myself and Cian are on the committee of the club together, so we're working on stuff like that the whole time.
Dip on that one.
Like,
And I think also we're both control freaks in our life. Like, as in, you're working for yourself. At the time, I had been working for myself for a while, and I was just moving back into corporate.
Yeah.
But like, we'd be like the loudest voice in most rooms, and
And when we agree on something,
cheese.
which we actually do, we agree on stuff more often than I think. Like, you would think we're two people, too opinionated, both have like very strong opinions on everything, but we both work in very similar fields.
Yeah.
So we should clash a lot more than we do. And actually, I would say we agree on stuff probably 99% of the time.
Yeah.
But honey, that 1%.
It's Libra me, so like it's full. I'm like an Achran, like I hate conflict.
Yeah.
I'm like I kind of seize up. I'm like, oh no,
No, I don't go looking for conflict, but I'm certainly not afraid of what lands on
I
the
mean,
floor.
too, like Lornox the drama, Igoni, like, are you in the middle of it, or no? On Tusa, on Dinna, Avina Giri, never the Aratok, are you the one in the middle trying to fix problems?
I would say I definitely put myself in the middle of things to fix them. Like I definitely don't.
From knowing you for what, nearly a year?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I find that you are very good at fixing problems.
Yeah, and that's I believe that about myself also. So I do. I hate to see two people having a row about something that I'm like, they shouldn't be having that row or that shouldn't be happening. And I do find a lot of other people like to sit and kind of spectate, and sometimes I think you do need someone to roll in with the tank and go, hang on, that's bullshit. And sometimes it means you'll pick up a few strays in the meantime. But you know, that's just I can't be a bystander and stuff like that.
Yeah, but can't
Gets me in
like
trouble
me
more often than not.
I think that is so important to have someone in your life that does that for you. Well, not that does that, but in a like friendship group. So like we obviously have loads of friends.
Yeah.
In our football team, and if there's someone that isn't getting on, like you can often be like someone that goes in between you as well. Like you're both leaders within the club that are able to, I suppose, jump in. Like I mentioned the club because it's something that we are all part of.
Together, yeah.
Like I say, I don't love conflict, but it's kind of
I'm
necessary.
starting to like it more. Like we work with agencies and work, and they regularly underperform, and I love being able to be like, why do you think this is acceptable?
Yeah, and if you make Uber freshen, like
so I think but I kind of like calling people out.
Yeah. Like
I think as you get a bit older and you get a bit more confident and settled in yourself, you realize that it's not about liking or dislike conflict. It's just about like conflict is one of the most core things of the human experience. You cannot go through life without conflict. So it's just about how you manage it and how you cope with it. And I think as you get older, you get more confident, you get more articulate. You know, you're able to deal with things with your past experiences. But to sit here and say, "Oh, I don't like conflict, I avoid it wherever I can," that's closing out.
That's so emotionally immature.
You can't get through life without some sort of friction.
Maybe a walk all over.
That's
why I like
it. I don't like conflict, but I don't avoid. If I have to hit it head on, I will. Like Kasula, like on episode on being Shocked and Chakata, the text you get on Majin Dargion, really glad we had that chat. It's the text you write the like Lusa on the Gohan on your phone, and it's like the notes app.
Oh yeah, sorting stuff out.
You have to do the like it's necessary sometimes.
Yeah, I had to send one of them recently. Two of the girls, both of them. Well, I know one of them listen anyway.
It's like Ciarán typing for 3 seconds and then a whole message comes in.
Yeah, I normally what I do, I pre-type it in the notes app so they're not expecting it, and then I just drop a bomb. But
that's what I mean. It's like it says Ciarán is typing for 3 seconds, but then like 8 pages come in.
You know, because you've both gotten a few of them in your day. But I
want to go for coffee.
Yeah. I had to pull two of the girls into a WhatsApp group recently and send them an essay and be like, 2 years fucking sort yourselves out now. And I have it on good authority that it's being resolved at the moment if we allow her. But I was like, I have no problem sending a 4-page WhatsApp when it needs to be done.
Yeah, and do you know when it says at the end, look, you have to add more, like the page extends on the text.
Yeah. I love a good read more.
When it's like read more, I'm like, fucking hell.
A read more hates to see me coming. Well, if I send Cian one, I normally send him a TLDR at the top because I know he won't read it, and he still doesn't. Like Cian, actually, this is nothing to do with the episode, but recently I sent you two the like recording dates for the rest of the season. And it was a long
I'm gonna
text.
say you've sent that recording thing through multiple times. I'm like, I've got ADHD. I don't know if I mentioned.
Oh, here we go.
I'll be like, I can't process
ring
all
the
this
bell.
information. I will react to the message of when it's tomorrow. When it's like, are you sent tomorrow yet?
You reacted. That's not. I'm not talking about the other day. Last week, you reacted to the message, and then when I said something to you, you were like, "When's that?" I was like, "The message you reacted to." He just
my brain. I'm busy. Like
he texted me in private and was like, "Go react to that message."
Yeah, I did. I texted you both. I sent it. There's 3 of us in the WhatsApp group, by the way. And
there's
I
too much
text
messages,
them both.
though. I think there's so much shite in it that I'm like,
we have like
we need
kind of business and pleasure.
Yeah, we need
mixed.
a business chat where it's like I can prioritize that because I'm like,
that's what the Gaylingram Instagram was.
2 WhatsApps for you to ignore me in.
Well, you get personal message and Gaylin group ignored from me.
Oh.
Right, now Ruddy is actually about drama. The first thing that comes to mind for me is the world of theatre and drama, which is a big part in Mochail. It's a part of my life for a very long time. Agus the Nate told me a West Side Story, in Rossgrey.
Buzzing.
Yeah, I'm very excited, but it's like theatre has been a big part of my life for the last couple of years. But I'm not the only one. Ciarán, an raibh tú riomh Rama, scola, no I glove, no society, ó túl, agus hahan shit lads.
No, really, like, a bit again of like the stuff that you like have to be doing, or the things, the costumes they put you in, the makeup, like the stuff. I got some photos. I'll show you now, and we'll put up on our Instagram. But like so for context, I did drama in college, and I did a lot of. My mum would say, "You didn't have to go to college to get a degree in drama." She's not wrong, and she's not wrong. But I did a lot of plays, musicals. I was in the dance society and stuff for a couple of years as well. So I'm in all manner of crazy costumes.
Yeah.
There's a couple of really funny ones here. I'm going to show you.
Go on,
I was
give us a
talking to them today,
look.
and we're going to describe them for each story. So this is one of the first kind of bigger, like proper roles I played. And it's, if you've ever seen the Hercules, you know, the Disney version. So we basically adapted that. This was before, by the way, the West End production. So we did it, like, we like wrote our own version of it, right? But I was Hermes, which is kind of like the messenger god, the blue guy. But I had to go in and get my makeup done like 3 hours ahead of everyone every day, painted head to toe in blue, right? I was very Gorham. So I'm painted head to toe in blue with like navy contour.
I just feel like there's surely a more practical way to do that.
I think that's class.
Completely
You're
covered.
just paint a baby blue and then a blue toga. Is that
Blue
what that is?
toga, and then like
the
I've
fuck
got
is on your head?
I've got so the messenger god has like wings, so I've got like wings on this little hat, and then the purple like
Yeah,
really
Vishay
thin
Kav,
glasses.
like Speakly Green, like
Yeah.
Gorham.
When you see the close up of the makeup though, right? The makeup is
Oh
gorgeous.
yeah, talk contouring.
Yeah, I'm like, I literally have navy contour. I'm like, you bitches could never, right? But like, look at the makeup here, like so slay.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, when was that?
This would have been in 2013.
That is just wild that you do that for like an amateur.
Yeah, and the run was a week, and I had to go in. Bear in mind, I'm in college, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean,
So,
like-
and it was Snazaroo cheap face paint, right? And anyone that does
I
amateur
love
theatre
Snazaroo.
knows all about Snazaroo. But like, I had to do this and then go to my lectures the next morning or my like tutorials, and you'd still have purple eyebrows, and like, you know when you wash face paint off, you've got like the
Yeah, but you
shadow
did
out
arts and you said
next
so
day.
you were among your kind. There were people
Yeah.
with purple eyebrows in all my classes.
I was gonna say, yeah, everyone had blue hair, just not blue skin. Yeah, right. I should have went to the gender studies class instead. I would have fit right in. But I was in like English and drama, so like yeah, it wasn't the weirdest thing they'd ever seen. But I was definitely like it was fine in drama because it was an expectation. But the English students, and you'll know this because Cian, you did English in co-op as well, right? And you know that. Like they're kind of like, some of them are wank, like they're very wanky, kind of serious, studious kind of people. So I was coming in like late with like the caramel latte in my hand. I was big into caramel lattes back then, right? But like caramel latte, blue, late for the thing. The reading wasn't done.
Being like, sorry, I'm just playing Hermes in the off
I've just
UCD.
It's
It's like when you're in
show.
TY and you're like, oh, sorry, I don't have that done. I was in doing some
Right.
stupid shit.
Straight after that, I did Sweeney Todd. So I don't know if you've ever seen the film.
You're gonna have to dumb this all down.
You know, have you ever seen the film with like Johnny Depp and
Sweeney Todd's about a
Helena Bonham
barber,
Carter?
basically, and he's killing loads of people.
So
That's
I had to wear
Jim
this wig, right? It's a long blonde wig. Ken, you might like this, right?
God, you're so
You were the
skinny.
boy.
Yeah, I was
Zoom in.
Toby.
Yeah,
right?
Toby.
You look like a little English school child.
Yeah, that was her.
dressed as Albert Einstein.
Yeah, so I'm in like short trousers. I've got a little waistcoat on, and I was singing. There's one of the photos where I'm singing to a mince pie because I'm singing about these amazing
Some things
pies.
never change.
Yeah, I was like, you love this, right? But the gag is the pies have like human flesh in them. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's-
right. But at the end, spoiler alert, my character killed Sweeney Todd, right? But look at my hair in this, right? These photos are actually really cunty, right? So because I'm like so shocked.
real hair.
I've gone, yeah, that was my real hair. So I've gone down to like, it's very long. Yeah. But I've gone down to the sewers and I found all the dead bodies, and I'm so shocked that I get his razor and I slit his throat at the end.
Wow.
Very exciting for
Yeah.
a Tuesday evening after
Spoiler.
Hall UCD. And then the last one, this was the biggest show I've ever done. So UCD used to do this thing called, I think they still do, called the Community Musical, and it was basically all of the societies would come together and the college would pay for it. So I think the budget for this at the time was like over 100 grand. It was a huge, big show. They bring in like West End costumes, makeup artists. We had this like massive LCD screen at the back.
Yeah.
It was like a proper, as close to like it was a production you probably would have seen the Borgosh, like it was that standard, okay?
Sure.
But we were the opera managers in Phantom of the Opera, right? But look at the scene.
As in, that's a character.
We're the managers of the opera. We own the opera that the Phantom is the Phantom of, yeah. Okay. Right? But look at me in this.
So, like Albert
That
Einstein.
looks more like you now.
Yeah.
Trying
Bollocks.
what age are you meant to be in
head
that? Like 60?
Yeah, say 70s or 80s or something like that, right? But I'm in like a full like coat and tails. We've got like the wig. I had to
kinda
go in
looks
and
like
get,
a Titanic
glued down
ghost.
every day. It was like, again, I had to go in like 3 hours ahead of everyone because the wig had to be like properly glued down. All the kind of
just
stuff.
This is very
And, like,
dramatic.
But there's pictures of me, like I wasn't allowed to leave in the costume, but like run down to like the student centre where the like cafe was, and there's photos of me in like like track bottoms and like period makeup and a wig, eating chicken goujons. But in between shows, you know, when you have like the matinee day,
the
for
matinee.
example. But fucking gas. I've got so many more that I could show you, but they were my favourite 3. I thought were hilarious.
An bhíonn caite for mé séad óga an stáitse.
Oh,
Like I say, I got a bit.
on fear shade though.
Yeah, not a real one, but I had to pretend to get a blowjob on stage. And like, it's just such a like, it's co-hashtag because your mom and your dad are in the audience and you're just like, oh. And like, it's just such a weird experience. It's like, Norvime,
Yeah, normally they're in the bedroom next door, pretend they don't hear you and your cousin's over.
No, normally they're sitting having steak and a baked potato on the steakhouse. And they look out the window and you're getting rallied in the fucking bin.
It's good, yes, absolutely. Can't forget. Norvime Panto Portlisha, Vime Kav, that's just like lederhosen.
Okay.
And they were so small for me. Like,
Were they?
And I'm a tiny little thing.
A little slip of a wee thing.
Yeah, but it was like very tight around the old appendage.
Yeah.
And my mum was like, can they not get a Cian thing bigger? Jesus Christ. And like they were just reefing the fucking balls off me. But what else have I worn? Nuair bhí mé panto clublino hin, bhí mé dig Dane like Dausa to the Aron, what is that song by fucking Atomic In? Looking back on when we first met.
Whole again, is it?
Yeah, Whole Again.
Yeah.
But it was the Daddy Frere version from Eurovision.
Okay.
And do you know Daddy Frere?
I'm understanding less and less the more you go on.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Daddy Frere?
Do you know Daddy Frere? He was, what do you think about things? Believe me. He was
Oh,
the
yeah, okay.
Iceland entry. But he had, that
I
year,
didn't know he came from Eurovision.
he had loads of like his face on the screen.
Okay.
So like, so we tried to recreate it in Portlaoise. And I was Daddy Frere and my face was all over the screen.
Pass on them. Oh my god. Oh my
You look like the
God.
son from Teletubbies.
Oh, you know what?
Why is it yellow?
You're going to be getting spoiled on Instagram this week because the photos that we have for the inches
And
scale
every
are class.
t-shirt had my face on it.
That's fucking
It's
gas.
mental.
Did you never do any shows, Cian? No.
I did on Trio in UCD.
Oh my god.
Oh,
On
Colin.
Trail.
Yeah, so
I
I
was-
was
yeah.
the factory worker being like, someone had to clean the toilets.
Yeah.
Who's cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
I was going to say, Cian, dá mé fá iad a réalta ar an stáitse. Cén cinál role a bheith wet? Like, what role would you like?
I'd be like,
Cathal.
I want to be the like the side character that comes in for comedic relief but steals the limelight.
The show, yeah.
Like I'm not a
Gandini.
singer, I'm not a dancer,
Yeah.
but like in the Sister Act, the one that's like
Scene stealer.
the scene stealing
Yeah.
comedic
Sister Mary
relief.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they're always fun to
You
do.
know your capabilities. Like
That was like when we were the opera managers. That was very because like a lot of the other roles in that are very serious. Like Phantom is a very serious show, but the two of us and also the main soprano in it, Carlotta, Sarah. Oh my God, she's the funniest person I've ever met in my entire life. She lives in Canada now, but our roles were like that. Like after this really tense thing of them singing about being in love, we'd come on and give out like all of our scenes involved letters. So the Phantom of the Opera would write the opera manager letters and tell them how to run their opera. So we'd come out and we'd sing the letters, right? but it was kind of like we were nearly like, you know, like Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
We come out and we sing our letters and we're like super camp in our like long jackets and whatever. But it was just such good, like it was, we'd come out after these really tense scenes and like everyone would be cracking up laughing. And it was the same with Carlotta. She'd come on and she'd sing this really high, like floaty song. And it was all, but you'd have people rolling in the aisles after this really tense, like scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, those roles are really fun to play.
It was obviously it's about abortion and the murder suicide of a child.
Yeah.
And I just really camped up the factory owner because he's on trial for potentially being guilty for the murder of a child. And he's like, sure, someone had to clean the toilet, but I just really camped it up.
I think
it was so like I
in
was so
current
gay.
musicals, like shows that are kind of out at the moment, one like a role that I'd love to play would be if you've seen Hamilton,
Oh, yeah.
the King.
I'd love to play the king. If I could sing, I'd play the king.
That is such.
Why?
Have you seen?
No,
Have you ever seen
and
the clip?
most of our
So it's Jonathan Groff. No, people will know. They will not, like most people will have seen it or know it on TikTok or something like that. So Jonathan Groff comes out and he basically he's King George.
Yeah.
And he is the war is raging on in America. He's at home and he comes on every so often and sings "You'll Be Back." So it's basically he gets letters from the America to tell them the different stages of the war. He's losing the war, but it's framed like he's breaking up with like it's a breakup.
With America.
So like America and England are breaking up, and he's singing about "You'll be back, time will tell," and he's singing about it as if like he's like, I'm fine with this, yeah, whatever, yeah, it's okay. And it's so camp. He comes out, he doesn't move, he's in this like full costume, big heavy hat. Jonathan Groff does the Broadway version of it, and it's so good. But it's just so like him being like little Lord Fauntleroy, really tense. But he comes in. I think he's on stage for like maybe
like 8 minutes. Or something.
Yeah, 8 or 9 minutes, right? And
6, 7.
it's the something like it's thing that if you ask anyone about Hamilton, like what's your favorite song, half of them are gonna say "You'll Be Back." It's so good. If you ever get a chance to go and see it, highly recommend. Or watch it. Disney Plus did a
There's something
version
kind
it
of.
as well.
We don't fuck Disney.
There's something on
Well, they did the Broadway,
like
it's the
fucking
Broadway show.
on Mocknasock about like the backstage of a theatre as well.
Oh,
Like,
very
Casula,
horny,
like,
yeah.
heated rivalry in sport, but there should be like a backstage theatre show.
I technically agree, but I'm also going to say I feel like it's such a bubble that no one outside of the cast care about.
Yeah, fair, but like there's something about imagine getting railed in a little villager dress. Do you know what I mean? Like whip it up at the back
I would say you might agree with this, but
in the
I know
light box, and
definitely,
the lights are all going wrong on stage.
Let's get the house lights up,
Yeah,
baby.
it's like, whoa.
But one of the things I know, particularly in like college shows and stuff, is the incest that goes on in the shows is crazy.
Yeah.
Like everyone just be getting with everyone. I think it's very like, I don't know, like it's probably like Gael talk energy where like everyone is just riding everyone, because it's like that thing of like
Been riding in the wheel.
like
Well, like all the other, I would say all the sports clubs I was in and societies in college, it was the same.
Yeah.
I think it's just
But and
college
especially
students.
because you're spending so much time together in like close quarters and you're working on something together, like everyone. What I found was really funny as well was in every musical you'll always have like 1 or 2 token straight lads, and every single girl was damn for
Oh,
them.
they're like
yeah.
And some of them aren't even like good looking.
You look
it's
at them
just 'cause
now.
they can sing and dance.
Well, and most of the time they couldn't even sing or dance. They just happened to audition for the fucking show and they
Yeah.
needed a boy.
Yeah.
Like that's all more often what it
Yeah.
was. But they'd come on and these girls would think that this guy was like unbelievable. And you look
Troy
at them now and
Bolton.
you're like, he's a fucking mutant that could hold a middle C. Like, will he go on?
Right, lads, na ruddy is inti fi drama. For me, I think it's the drama that we have nothing got to do with us.
Oh, yes.
That we have nothing got to do with
Yes,
us.
I just say that like that.
Ain team go fucking home long.
So-
Like, yeah.
That is
Ciarán-
why fucking TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cyn fád ar leat like go datníonn sé linn a bheith brand new air like the Guineella ag trid. Why do we like that?
I mean, it's just human nature. Like, that's why all the early years of reality TV, Big Brother, were so successful, because people love watching people row, and people will sit on their high horse and pretend they don't. But the reason all those shows have dropped off the face of the earth is because people have stopped fighting
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
The Boohoo contract absolutely killed
Yeah.
reality television, because now everyone's going on being like, even in Love Island, they used to
Checking
go on
themselves
and
and-
they'd be like raging at each other.
Organs.
And then immediately after the round now, they'll come off and be like, can we just have a chat? Yeah, I'm just really sorry about that one cross word. They might have argued over who left the fucking tea towels out in Big Brother. And I'm like, I missed the old days when they were throwing drinks over each other,
Yeah.
or like a cigarette in one hand and a can in the other, and like, you're a fucking blah, blah. Like
Yeah.
they barely even swear on the shows.
I've
anymore.
got money.
Yeah,
I can pay my mortgage.
I think I like TikTok Live has been really interesting.
Oh, TikTok Live is it's the new reality TV. Really,
Yeah,
isn't
because
it?
it's just two strangers roaring at each other. Like I've sat for hours. There was one time I can't even remember her
Yeah.
name, but she was going live every night to kind of like just hash out an argument with some girl.
Is it
And
Laura
ev-
loves dogs?
No, it was someone quite young. I'd say she was like 20.
It's like 10 people
I
and their
was
combined
that
Leaving
into
Cert
it.
points are 50.
Yeah.
And they are literally like the thick, like they're all thick in a capital fucking like
Yeah.
in bold font, but they're all going on about, and I said to her, and I'm at the saying to her, and then she says to me, and I'm at the saying to her, and I'm sitting there like I've got my hairband in, I've got my like fucking double night cream on, greased up like a fucking glazed donut, chins everywhere, tits out my bra, lying watching this
And I'm like, oh
drama.
my God, what did Shannon do?
Yeah.
Who's Shannon?
And you start to like throw in a comment. I've thrown in a
Oh, I
comment
never
or two.
comment.
I've thrown
yeah.
in a few just being like, what did she say?
Yeah.
I mean Ross, I can't remember his surname. Ross was
Oh, I know your man. The kind of
that whole friend group /
Yeah.
enemy group. They're all kind of frenemies. That
Yeah.
whole group of like TikTokers that are
Oh,
around
yes.
18 to 22. Probably younger, some of them.
Yeah.
Like they are comedy gold when they're all
Yeah.
round. I love it.
and arranging like to meet up and have a scrap in town and all. And like it's honestly it's amazing, but like I think it feeds to, you were saying, Cathal, like the drama that we've absolutely no personal investment in, for me is on road, like the best part about life. Like just I love it so much. Like the one, I suppose the big one in recent times that I really, really loved was the Colleen Rooney, like Wagatha Christie.
Oh, yeah.
That was like my Roman Empire. It was my everything. I watched every.
And everyone was bet into it. Like, it was
reenactments of
global news for ages.
It was
Like,
amazing.
I was working in Newstalk again, Shin, and like Gocklaw, we did it on a show. We were like, whether it was on Pat Kenny or Lunchtime Live or Moncrief, they did it some way just because it was in everyone's head.
It was just like Colleen Rooney honestly deserves, like, I don't know whether it's like a Pulitzer Prize or a fucking Oscar. Give her a full EGOT. Give her an Emmy,
is
a
a
Grammy,
queen.
an Oscar and a Tony for it. Because first of all, she has to ride Wayne Rooney, so she's have a hard love slog. But second of all, that woman is a mastercraft of like storytelling. Like how, like it's something that I
The
feel
mic
like
drop.
we're going to
It's-
see
it was like a
reproductions of that for years to come. Like,
And what's her name is going to play them on ITV.
Sheridan Smith every time. But like that for me was the biggest thing that has happened since like in like pop culture since like fucking Princess Diana.
Or the
died, like.
GA Catfish.
Well, that was a good one in recent
Like,
times.
but
Yeah,
they're all people say they don't like drama. Everyone in the country was bet into that.
always.
The GA Catfish had me by the neck.
Yeah.
Like I was absolutely engrossed.
And it
Texting
was
everyone.
so much beyond the podcast. People then being like, "Oh, we found her. Like,
Yeah.
we tracked
Yeah.
her
Do
down."
you remember, wasn't it meant to be a school teacher
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that?
And I think that the added level of it being Ireland, so
Yeah.
everyone's like 1 or 2 degrees of separation from someone involved in the story.
Is there ones that at the moment that you're kind of you're tracking? Like, what are the ones you're watching? Like,
Yeah, because they on Public Meltdown like it's Farrell at again Shin.
yeah, like. What's like? Is there one like? What's the kind of the TikTok story at the moment that you're like you're stuck to, or is there one? I know the two Alexes who I actually didn't realize they were different people. I forget all the
I
time.
heard about this, but
So
I'm
one
not.
of them presents
Daddy,
that
is it?
podcast, and then the other one I have no idea what she does, but it doesn't look
I
like
thought
it's
they were the
anything
same person,
significant.
yeah.
But they apparently are feuding or rowing. I don't.
When there's
care
Americans
either.
involved, I just scroll
Yeah,
past. I'm like, God,
I
you're.
just find neither out. Like I think the podcast is dog shit. But like she doesn't.
She gets good guests, though.
She does get really good guests, and it's gotten so big. But like she's a terrible interviewer, and
Yeah.
the other one I've no idea what she does whatsoever. But I was wondering if you're
Yeah.
invested in that. The one I am invested in at the moment is Noah Beck.
Yeah.
Like ridey TikTok influencer.
Yeah.
So his sister,
sister,
is
yeah.
a pedo. She's not a centipede, by the way. Take a drink every time you mention pedophiles. Sometimes they're fucking dead. But basically she's
What,
she's a high
Kenichi?
school teacher. She's
Okay.
She's like in her 20s, like she's maybe 27, I think, right?
26-7.
But she was texting one of her students for apparently it's gone on with a couple of students, but there's one that has really stuck. And she was texting him for a while and like met up with him, sent him money, was collecting him, let him use her car, was sucking him off, riding him, and he leaked all the texts. But the text, nigga, this is it, right? Bad enough that obviously she's an nonce, right? We can agree that that's a bad thing, and we can put that to one side, right? Yeah. If the text came out
Nancy
about
Drew.
me, about like not just being a nonce, right, but also just in general, right?
Your sexts.
Like they're not even sexts. It's him being like, why are you like trying to get with me? You're such a fucking loser. And she's like, you're so funny. Like he's taking her money, taking head off her whenever he feels like it, and calling her. Like at one point he basically.
What age is he?
He would have been, I think it started when he was like 15 or 16 until about 18, 19 when they finished high school. But at one point he basically implies that like, oh yeah, like you don't have a porn star body, but you'll do. And she's like, what do you mean by that? And then like, but like all of the conversations are her being like, her winding the conversation back and him just outwardly taking the piss out of her and then going, pick me up. He says something like, I need you to rock my shit or something. And
You'd be raging if you were Noah Beck, wouldn't you? Like he's built a massive brand.
He's like over 20 million followers on TikTok. He's done movie roles, TV roles. He's very much like a darling of social media. Like he seems to be a really nice guy. However, apparently
sister's one of them centipedes.
his sister's a centipede, and also we need to get that granny on the pod. She's so
Oh
funny.
my God, get Granny on the pod.
He apparently tried to pay the family off. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but there's lots of comments being leaked about it. I researched it on TikTok, but there's apparently a lot of people saying that he tried to pay the family off so that things wouldn't come out. So if that's the case, that's going to tarnish his record. He hasn't posted since the whole thing broke. So
When did it break?
2 weeks ago, and it's been going on ever since. I'm like my eyeballs are touching the screen when I see a new update because all the text got released like PDF form, and it's
equivalent of like Tatty agus James Charles. That was
You did it at my birthday dinner.
oh my god, sucking dick and cock.
that was like
Sorry, is he a paedophile as well?
Yeah.
Like I feel like every so
He's-
often that comes up and then it goes away.
sometimes they're fucking
Yeah, he's a bit of a centipede. I think it was a bit of like he didn't do any of the like. I don't think he sent nudes, and I don't think he met up with them. I think it was more grooming that he was doing as opposed to the physical.
Jesus,
I just remember Zara Larson.
Being a paedophile is a spectrum, kin.
that was very shame.
I just remember
Zara.
Zara Larson being like weighing in when he was already getting down. She came in and was like, "And he texted my fucking boyfriend."
Yeah,
She was
I
like,
love Zara,
"And you're
but she
fucking
actually apologized since.
yeah.
Oh,
Because she was like, "Oh, in fairness, it wasn't."
He was
that
texting her Swedish boy on FaceTime.
you. I mean to a gay shock the like Coracha Strong Sherry. So
Oh my
like,
god!
yeah.
I'm
do you
Tom
let
Ross.
nowhere on
Yeah.
Lewis?
So I've
On
got a couple
Tom
here that I
Ross.
love, right? These are my top. Have I got three? I've got three, right? So sitting in a coffee shop and hearing a couple argue. I was in London, Ladany, in blank space, actually.
And you're like this.
Having a matcha, right? And the couple
I got a
were
blank
like
space, baby.
roaring. Yeah, and I was writing their name. I was buzzing, right?
Blank Street.
Blank, what did I say?
Blank space.
Oh, blank
I always
space.
call
Sorry,
it
for
blank
running.
space as
Yeah, right. So blank streets. But I was having a matcha and they were beside me, and I think I was actually texting you at the time because I was like, "Oh, I'm trying Blank Street for the first time."
No, because you were fighting
And
over the podcast.
No, that was okay. No, I was in London this time. He was going for the massage. It was fine. But it started about one of them hadn't bought toilet rolls. And let's just say it was like our row in the sense that it started over something small and then it got real big real quick. So all of a sudden, I was planning to go to the Uniqlo down the road. I had to push those plans forward 15 minutes, right? Because I was in a heat. I wasn't moving anywhere. I was like,
Two more matches.
yeah, two more, please. Keep them coming there, Garçon. But they were
Joey.
flat out, right? They were going mad at each other. It was so spicy. They got really heated. So all of a sudden, originally I had just paused my AirPods, and then eventually I had to go like full on it. I had to take the AirPods out, even though they were sitting beside me, because I got to the point where I was like, I want them to know I'm listening. Like it got that good. Love that one. I've also, if someone is standing in the street having a phone call argument, I have circled the block.
Yeah, I've walked back.
Yeah, I've done it a couple of times. I've like made sure. And then my personal favorite, I think this one is particularly nosy, but I have done this a couple of times. If someone's having a row on the phone on the bus, I have gotten off a few stops later.
If you're having a fun on the bus, you want
people to hear.
I'm like dinner and a show. I got my steps in. I got a bit of a row.
You had to walk back.
Get off 3 stops later and walk back in. And I said to her, right, now and I mean, I'm committing to you. Don't tell anyone I said this, but tell everyone on the 77A.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, they're just some of the on the Lewis on the bus. It's like
I think that's why.
absolutely.
You know, soaps, for example, right? We look at soaps now and you go, like, they're kind of lowish budget. It's very, like, it's no big stuff, really. It's all very, formulaic and that. There's going to be a train crash at Christmas. There's going to be, someone in the local pub is going to have a baby. And, but EastEnders and Coronation Street and Emmerdale and things like that are still on Fair City. Are still routinely, like, some of the most watched shows on television. And I think it stems from the fact that
We love drama.
but basic drama, not
yeah.
just like, not everything has to be like going to space or big car crashes or big like high speed, high drama things. It's just two people. Like if you look at all the most iconic episodes of like Coronation Street and EastEnders, it's two L ones in a pub having a row.
You ain't
Get out
my
my
mother. Like.
pub.
Yeah, like probably the most iconic TV
Line.
thing in British TV anyway, right?
My mother.
Yes, I am.
And it's the most basic thing, or like Peggy and Pat having a row.
Yeah, and she fucking slaps.
Or
it,
Bet in Coronation Street with her big blonde hair.
Yeah.
Like these things for people are still the things that people quote back, and they weren't these big budget things. It's just basic.
When Bradley fell
drama.
off the roof
Oh my God, Bradley Bucks.
in the live episode, Showbio.
First day boss.
I did. Oh gosh. And it's time for 5 Fuckle. And for our audio listeners, Cian Griffin has had to leave the studio to run away to do some other. So it's just myself and Ciarán left. Ciarán, what 5 words Cuig Fuckle can cowerach to help our listeners with drama?
I'm going to say sail gone drama gone biokta.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a life without drama is a life without spice. Biokta is kind of like spice in the kind of like dramatic sense. So not like spice that you put in your food. It's kind of more like the excitement.
And you know what? That's the spice of life.
The
drama.
spice of life.
Yeah. For myself, I have Be the Fleshed. So like Fleshed is kind of someone who's a bit of a showman.
Oh,
So
yes.
like, as you know, I'm on the stage a little bit. It's a flamboyant character. It's you and me are a bit of a Fleshed.
I would say so, yeah.
And it implies kind of people who are a bit over the top, but not too much.
We love it.
So yeah, Be the Fleshed.
Love that.
Absolutely stunning. Lads, that's it for this week's episode of Galen Nodding Dermot. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Galen Podcast. And don't forget to head over because we love drama. We have 3 shout outs this week for some of our lovely listeners, our lovely Ishtori, Evan O'Mara, Os Tibberthorn, Up Tip, Up Right. Am I right, Ciarán?
100%. Bring it back.
Bring it back. Eamon Henley McCarthy, a good Mayo man. He'd love if I said that.
He's honestly going to be pulling the bar off himself.
Pulling the bar off himself.
Yeah,
And finally,
happy
on Karen Darnock, Eva Cooney, Os Portleisha, or Timahoe. She's a great country woman, that
Yup,
one.
leash.
Yup, leash. Gurmila Magat for listening to Schoolagoon Group Winship Tatnavos, August Feck from Midshiv on Shock to Jogan on headstuffpodcast.com. No, wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget, we've got a big bulging bonus episode for you and our lovely listeners next Friday on Galen XXL, dropping wherever you get it on your Spotify feed or headstuffpodcast.com. And that's it, lads. Salon.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.